You can get a Polaroid portable DVD player today for only $139.99. That's savings of $30.
That's a good deal, but I'm only going to buy it if Elton John comes on it.
Boy, do I have news for you. Hello, good morning.
Saige.
Yeah.
Good morning, it's too early.
Good morning.
Welcome to the first, best, and only live show in existence.
You did the intro wrong.
I'm Saige Ryan.
And I'm Anthony Carboni. And it's too early is 25% off.
That's right.
This is the show today.
Hey, that's more like 50% off.
It is about 50% off, and one of the TVs is off.
You're getting better deals than even we said.
Yeah. Which is not the case anywhere else today, I'll tell you that.
Right. That's right. In honor of Black Friday, this show is 50% off. This is it.
So, Anthony, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good.
Okay, we can stop the bit now.
What bit? The show's 50% off.
The TV's still off. We also had the one TV off. It was on purpose. It turned the other one off.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Yeah, it happens a lot. Sometimes the remotes get confused.
What's that one doing? It's doing sports.
Yeah. That's the tricky thing about turning these TVs on and off.
That should have been smooth, man. It should have been.
Yeah, it should have been. But you know, listen, happy sports is the point of the bit. The whole point of the bit is that we're sponsored by the NFL on Amazon. Enjoy all of your favorite large men giving each other permanent concussions on the most convenient platform to get free toilet paper.
Yeah, we're now a sports commentary show.
We're a sports commentary show. Hey,
you know what my comment is about sports?
What's that? I think they can be fun. That's sports.
A man tweeted at me, a huge mistake to start with, this morning, I think, and said, like, I can't believe how triggered you are over Matt Rife's joke. Take things too seriously, guys. Grow up. His entire page was him yelling about how sports games he's not playing in went.
Now, once again, I was sitting right there during the Matt Rife bit saying the same stuff. And of course, I didn't get tweeted at.
No, of course not. No, of course not.
I didn't get tweeted at.
Shock. Oh.
So interesting.
Astounding.
So interesting that the fight pickers continue picking fights in the same way.
Shocked. Stunned. Surprised. But yeah, his whole Twitter account was just him yelling about sports he's not playing.
Yeah.
So like, can't believe.
But is he yelling about it and like, oh man, I could be playing lawn darts right now?
It's all like, why didn't you pass the ball when you said you were supposed to?
Oh man.
When I thought you should.
I could be playing stick and hoop right now and I'm not.
Which is bold to reply, that's showbiz, baby. Can't believe you're this triggered by a comedy special. Grow up. Hey, sir, you're not on the NFL.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I saw an interview with Anthony Jeselnik, who I go back and forth on.
I don't know who that is.
He's a comedian, and he's one of the bigger comedians, and he's a really smart guy, but he's one of those guys who's like, I do push the envelope every once in a while, but and that's why I'm not like a huge fan.
Yeah,
but his whole bit that he was doing in this interview was like, hey, so many comics right now think that the point is to get in trouble. They think that the point is I can say whatever I want because I'm a comic, and then the littlest bit of pushback is like, oh no, they pushed back, and he's like. Yeah. He's like, that's not what good comedy is. He's like, if you have something that you want to say, an opinion that you want to give in comedy, the whole idea is it's like the Andy Warhol quote of good art is getting away with it.
Yeah.
He's like, if you do a joke and everybody hates it, you didn't get away with it.
Right. I saw a woman referencing that exact same quote of art is getting away with it and being like, it takes no skill to offend people.
That's right.
It takes a lot of skill to joke about something and not offend people.
That's right.
And to navigate it in a way that's funny.
Yeah, the one that people always bring up obviously like South Park is the number one thing that people bring up for that, right? Where it's like, it's gone for 30 seasons. It's one of the longest shows on TV. And it's like, well, most of the time when South Park makes their jokes, they do it in such a way where it's like, yeah, it's offensive, but everybody like understands the point behind it. And they go, okay. And that's not all the time with South Park. They've had a lot of their own, they've had a lot of controversy as well. But
I don't think South Park's a great example.
But the point is, no, that's just the one everybody goes to. But the point of it is that like, if you want to say something and it's controversial, the point of comedy is this could be controversial and it could be bad.
Yeah.
But the way I'm saying it is kind of funny and insightful and it makes you think about it. And even if you don't agree with me, you go, oh, I see your point.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I see your point.
It's tricky to be clever.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it's hard to be clever and get people to see your point when your beginning point, like this guy's was
hitting women,
hitting women is funny. Whoops. That's a tough one. That's a tough one, Matt Rife.
We're going to a new year.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to take the stance. No more male comedians. You had your shot. You fucked it up. No more male comedians. Stop becoming comedians and start going to therapy. And then after some therapy, we can talk about you guys becoming comedians again.
Yeah.
After every man goes to therapy. But not until then. Until then, you've lost your access. You've lost your privileges of becoming stand-up comedians.
Skywalker in the live studio audience says, kind of like what Always Sunny does. And I think Always Sunny is maybe a better example than the South Park example. But it's like, yeah, these are bad people doing bad things. And the point is, look at the bad people doing the bad things. Now, I will say some of the earlier Always Sunny stuff, they weren't as subtle or deft about it, but they get better as they go.
I haven't watched most of it. Hey, good morning, Josh.
Hey, good morning. I think I pushed both buttons today.
Hell
Congratulations.
yeah.
Who knows, really?
Do you support my stance on no more male comedians until all men go to therapy?
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good one.
Thank you, Josh.
Based on all the last comedy shows I've been to, it's all the same out there.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
They have nothing new to add yet. And let me tell you, as somebody who talks for a living, all my best material comes from therapy. I promise. You get in there, boys. You're going to be so funny one day. Ooh, once you start working through those mommy issues, you're going to be so funny. But not yet.
Hey, do you think therapy is 35% off for Black Friday?
Oh, I wish.
It turns out no. It turns out if you want to see your therapist on a holiday week, it's actually more expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
special deals on therapy this week.
No special deals on therapy, but we do have a lot of special deals to talk about with you today, as it is the holiest day of the American calendar.
Yeah.
The truest and most expressive form of America that we have is Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and they're happening. They're happening right now. Shout out to everybody who waited in line for 17 hours this morning to get $50 off a Roku TV, and we'll get in a fist fight over it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Have you ever worked retail on a Black Friday?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where did you work when you did retail Black Friday?
That shit was wild. I worked at a Toys R Us.
Oh.
In the video game section of a Toys R Us.
Okay.
And I worked at a GameStop.
That's two probably pretty rough places. Now, I think working at a GameStop on Black Friday would probably be fine.
Yeah, it's people coming. I mean, listen, you're like, please, the Funko Pops are 50% off. Somebody come dig me out of these Funko Pops.
Yeah.
I can't breathe anymore. I haven't seen my family.
They're
Help.
always 50% off.
I'm drowning in Funko Pops.
Yeah. What about you, Josh? Have you ever worked a retail Black Friday?
Yeah, I worked American Eagle and Hot Topic.
Okay.
And the Hot Topic people were nicer
both
than
genders. Yeah. There are only two genders, and Josh worked both of them.
American Eagle and Black Friday.
You went deftly from the American Eagle to the Black Friday. Now, remind me, American Eagle, you did not have to be as cheesecakey as you would at an Abercrombie, but you still had to be pretty put together to work at an American Eagle, right?
Yeah, we had to only dress in American Eagle clothes and all that stuff.
And be really put together.
It didn't smell as bad as Abercrombie, though.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, it's not quite as stand outside shirtless.
No, but it is just as Axe body spray, I would imagine.
It is. Yeah, that sounds right.
But you've got the American Eagle jawline, And then you've got the hot topic personality.
Yeah.
And so you're able to go back and forth. You're a planeswalker is what they call that in the
same
Dungeons and
mall.
Dragons.
Hey, please make your Twitter bio an American Eagle jawline, but a hot topic personality.
Okay.
Because damn, that's good, Anthony.
That's good. Thanks,
That's
Anthony.
good.
That's our boy.
That's our boy.
It's a me.
You described our boy. I worked primarily at department stores, which is very funny because they never do Black Friday deals at them. So I worked in makeup I worked a Black Friday at a Macy's, a Nordstrom, and a Bloomingdale's.
I was going to say they don't often at the cosmetics counter
Nothing.
have anything.
Nothing.
The other deals are to get you in there so you still pay the same amount of expensive money for cosmetics.
Even then, most of it was nothing throughout the store.
Yeah.
And it was occasionally like, bedding downstairs, I guess, or whatever. But I remember going in on my first Black Friday and like walking by the people like pressed up against the windows like zombies. Like the Train to Busan energy that was
don't open
directly
dead
outside
inside.
the Macy's
Yeah.
was so weird. And being like, why are they here? We don't have any deals. And everybody being like, I know. Every year.
They just think there are going to be deals.
They just think maybe there's deals and we're not telling them and there's secret deals. There's no advertisements. For
They
it,
don't
nothing.
do secret deals. If they do a secret deal, all that means is people who were already in the store get a fun prize.
Yep.
That's not what retail does.
Nope.
Retail gives you the big deals to get you in the store.
Yeah.
No, I had some friends who back in the day were definitely the types who would do the wait in line. Like I had a friend who waited in line one year for a deal on a particularly great TV that he had wanted for so long. And he did the whole night. Like he was like, I am outside a Best Buy. I have brought like a chair and a sleeping bag. And I was like,
Shit.
I mean, Mazel Tov, dude.
Did anyone camp outside anywhere last night? Do you think that is happening somewhere?
In LA? Yes, but that's an unfortunate side effect of the economy and the way we treat the unhoused.
Here's your reminder that we have more available in empty housing than unhoused people. But outside of retail stores, do you think anybody was camping for deals last night?
I'm sure. It's one of those things. I think it's less than it used to be just because now it's all, what are the online deals?
Yeah.
I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to be the first person to get a lightning deal online.
Yeah.
Which I don't think works out as well for retailers, which is why we don't see the crazy deals we used to see. They call them in the industry, they call them doorbusters, right? Like it's a fun reference to the fact that people will literally fucking smash in a door. It's fun. It's hilarious that they'll kill each other. And the doorbusters were like always these huge deals because as long as they could do that, you were there. You were in the store.
And you would buy other things because you were there.
Yeah.
That makes sense because I'm not doing the same thing online. If I'm trying to get a TV, I'm putting the order in for my TV and I'm not like, what else do I need from a Target?
No,
a Best Buy.
The best thing they can do is do that thing where you click something and then they pop up a little window that's like, hey, maybe you want this for your TV. Other people who bought this TV bought this. And
Not nearly as effective as the thing of being in store. And the other thing is too, when you're in store on Black Friday, because my mom was really into Black Friday.
Yeah.
It used to be we would finish Thanksgiving dinner, everybody would vegetate for a little bit, and then you had to go hit the Black Friday deals. You had to do the
Hell
Walmart.
yeah, lower class families unite. My mom loved a fucking doorbuster.
Loved a doorbuster at Walmart. Big deal. And we would get in there too, and there would be so many things that you'd be looking at that you're like, oh, this is such a good deal. And it was completely normal price. But because it's Black Friday, you're like, I bet this is usually way more expensive. Wow.
And they put Black Friday on everything.
Yeah.
So even if something is marked up that day, you're like,
Yeah.
whoa, this HDMI cable is only $87. Whoa.
Black Friday.
Well, do we even need an HDMI cable? It seems like a good deal
We
on
might
one.
at some point.
Are we ever going to make bread? We should buy this bread maker.
I do kind of want a bread maker.
Can I tell you what?
What?
I bought my mother a bread maker a few years ago. And it's one of the ones that you can use it with both like the little pouches that do the bread. And I got her like 5 pouches that do bread. But then you can also just do your own recipes. And my mom was like, I make bread once a week now.
Okay, so my favorite TikToker, Madeline Pendleton, posted a TikTok that was like, I think she reshared someone else's TikTok that was like, go to a thrift store. and you can always find a bread maker at some Goodwill or something because they're outdated and the technology hasn't changed. And get yourself a fucking bread maker and you'll save so much money. And the thing I didn't know is you don't even like mix shit. You just throw it in there.
You just throw it in. It does the mixing. It's a
bread
bread maker.
Why aren't we making bread?
Buddy, we could have bread going right now.
We could have bread going right now, fresh bread when we get done with the show.
You start the bread before you start the show, and then you get out of the show, fresh bread. We could also have a rock tumbler going back there. Throw some rocks in before the show.
Loud, but
Come back afterwards.
Yeah.
We've got fresh bread and smooth stones.
You know how bad I want a rock tumbler. Don't do this to me.
Listen.
Don't do this to me on Black Friday.
There's probably some Black Friday deals on rock tumblers.
Robaba said, my mom loves her bread maker. Best purchase I ever made as well.
Now, here's the thing. Bread maker, people will use. If it's easy enough, and they are, people will use them. Some of the bread makers are complicated. No one's going to use those.
Okay.
People always think they're going to use an ice cream maker, and they won't.
Never.
Bread makers you will use. Ice cream makers are a fallacy.
Yeah. Agreed. My mom also loved little contraptions like that because they were always at that like affordable luxury price point.
Yes.
So we had so many of all the machines that go like this. They all are shaped like waffle makers and they make a million different things. And it's like, this is a mini donut maker. This makes cake pops in it.
Sure.
It just makes cake in ball shape. That's not even what a cake pop is.
No. It's not a donut.
No, it also isn't a donut.
That's just a cake in a donut shape.
In a donut shape.
That's not a donut. I remember my mother one year, and bless my mother, she's on all the right medications now. Mm-hmm. I came home one day, my sister and I came home from school.
Wow, your mom got medicated?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Oh, I've got a story about that, but I'm not telling it on camera. That's a story I'll tell you, but she's medicated now. We came home one day and she had bought on sale this gigantic grill, like this massive stainless steel, like grill, like a fucking propane grill.
Okay.
And put it out on the back porch. And she's like, look at this grill. And now we can grill all these things. And I remember looking at her and going, you have got to pay the fucking gas bill. Like, I was just like, I know that you always wanted a grill and you went out, instead of paying the money that we owe on the gas bill to get the oven turned back on, you were like, this is the Lord telling me to buy a grill.
Yeah.
And I was like, it wasn't. This was
wasn't.
not the Lord telling you to buy a grill.
Promise.
This was the Lord telling you to pay the gas bill. I understand that when you pay the gas bill, you get nothing except the gas we've already used.
Yeah.
And that feels wrong.
Yeah.
You should get a little treat for paying the gas bill. I believe that now when I'm an adult. But she clearly said there are two ways to get cooking dinner tonight, and one of them gets me a fucking grill. One of them gets me a grill, and the other one just pays my debts. And I'll tell you what, on a level, I respect that thinking.
Yeah.
On a level, I respect that thinking. If that had been the only unpaid bill we had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If like,
I do see elements of this in you.
yes, there are elements.
Yeah.
But the elements are mostly just that I believe that the same things are unfair. But I do know that I have to pay the bill.
Yes.
Whereas like, I'm just like, man, it fucking sucks that I don't get a little treat for paying my gas bill.
Right.
But I pay the bill.
Yeah.
It was really funny because it was one of those things where like, I think I've told you, one of the things that you know, if you're somebody who comes from a family like this, is the phone is not connected to the main electricity in the house.
Nope.
It has its own special phone electricity.
Yep.
And if you come home, and I know that because if you come home and the power isn't on, you can still call your mom at work to tell her to pay the power bill.
You sure can. You sure can, bud. Don't I know it?
So there were a lot of bills that weren't paid.
I know this both from growing up poor and also from my history of breaking and entering into abandoned buildings. Most of the time, the phones still work. If there's a phone in there, if there's a phone left in there, a lot of the time still works.
Because the way that most of your Bell corporations work is if they keep the phone on and they can catch you using the phone, they can bill you for the whole time the phone's been on.
Yep.
And they will try to do that.
Yeah. How else are they going to call you and try and collect the many debts you owe? They got to leave your phone on.
It's fucking wild. Anyway, these are we're talking about deals. And
Yeah,
and listen, deals are great. We love deals.
Oh, love a deal.
We love a deal. I
I've
mean,
loved being all over the internet and seeing things like 18% off.
yeah. Do we want to jump right into the deals or do we want to do a couple headlines first?
Sure.
And then what do we want to do? How do we want to do it?
We can save the deals.
The deals can save us up to 50%.
Hey!
We can just talk. There are only a few headlines
Yeah,
here.
we'll just get those done.
But, a couple of them. We've got basically 2 Netflix and an Elon, unfortunately.
What a terrible sitcom.
What a terrible sitcom. Let's dive into the Elon of it all first.
Oh,
Let's just get it out of the way so we can have fun. Elon Musk is suing Media Matters.
okay.
If you are unfamiliar with Media Matters, they are a nonprofit corporation that basically looks into what the media is doing. That's what they do. They look into, hey, what's going on in the media, and what they do deep dives and research and reports. And surprise, they found that X, formerly Twitter, is extremely anti-Semitic.
What?
And this caused
As a Jew on Twitter, I'm shocked.
what? That's so wild.
No way.
And they said that it's, there's a reason. And it said that it's like, it's bad, right? It's really
Yeah,
bad.
it's fucking bad.
It's extremely horribly anti-Semitic, and it's anti a lot of things on Twitter.
I go on Twitter and maybe at least twice a month, something anti-Semitic is trending, is on my trending page recommended for me, a Jew.
Yeah.
And I don't click on them, mind you, because I know it's there. I'm not going to be like, wow, I wonder what insightful commentary somebody on Twitter will have about the Holocaust.
Yeah.
No. Every time I go, I'm not clicking on the
not
Holocaust
clicking on that.
trending. I'm not clicking on Jewish space laser trending. I'm not clicking that. I know better.
I know. Listen.
But always in my recommended for me. Why is that? Why recommended for me?
Why for me
what about
specifically?
Me? What about me?
Yeah. What did you find out about me that you think, hey, this'll rage bait him into being on X.com, formerly Twitter? Now, what they did in this Media Matters report is they actually showed how many major companies, and Media Matters will do this shit. In their report, they showed how often major companies' tweets were put, or ads were put right up against inflammatory content.
A lot of advertisers have been pulling out because of it.
Yep. They lost Apple. They lost, I want to say Amazon. They lost a bunch of huge,
Because they were like, we can't advertise next to all of these horrible things.
Right. So
That looks bad on us.
So
yeah,
Elon-
Disney pulled out too.
Yeah, Disney. Elon Musk is now suing Media Matters for defamation. Elon Musk says, you made that up. You made that up. And he sent poor Linda Yaccarino, and I'm not, under any other circumstances, I would hate Linda Yaccarino. It's one of those things where it's like, look.
That's the new CEO of Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, look, Renfield is also a bad guy. Mm-hmm. But because Renfield answers to Dracula, you're like, poor Renfield.
Sure, yeah.
No, Renfield is like a little bug-eaten twerp who wants Dracula and Dracula powers.
Oh, yeah.
Linda Yaccarino is that.
Yeah.
But because she reports to Dracula, you're like, oh, geez.
Oh, geez.
Sorry you got to report to Dracula.
Yeah.
But she came out and said, this is wild. It's completely unfounded. There was maybe one time where one of these major advertisers were put next to inflammatory content. And of course, we do everything we can, but we can't catch, we have 80 bazillion users and blah, blah, blah. This is wild of them to say. Yes.
What if a large portion of the anti-Semitism on the platform is literally posted by Elon Musk?
Now that's something interesting. And my answer to that is gotta go to space. Bye. And then Linda Yaccarino disappears. That's also where we keep our trash.
Exposed our little trash pile.
That's our little trash pile. That's our trash-donaut. So they're suing, and Elon, of course, an unhinged man.
Mm-hmm. Yo, these tweets were wild.
Josh, if you could show this tweet on my screen right now.
Look at the context of it, too.
There is a large graveyard filled with my enemies. I do not wish to add to it, but will if given no choice. Those who pick fights with me do so at their own peril, but maybe this is their lucky day.
What? It's like,
It gives this, Saige, it gives Nandor in the grocery store finding out about glitter and streamers.
Show him, Josh.
He's like, I am the destroyer of 800 years worth of blah, blah, blah. Ooh, look, Guillermo, pay the man for the streamers.
look at the tweet it's in response to. You can show it on my screen if you'd like, Josh. So this is just from some verified Doge bullshit account that said, I try not to pick fights, but I do finish them. Elon Musk. With a photo of him in front of a faded American flag with a sword, looking like the most punchable man on the planet.
Absolutely horrendous sword technique, by the way. I would just like to say.
Our local pirate says it's bad sword technique.
You can't lock your elbows like that.
It's genuinely like this photo looks like it would get clowned on Reddit and become a meme forever. How do we let a man with this much money be so embarrassing every day?
Because it's the only schadenfreude we get from it.
Yeah, but like, give him a wedgie.
Somebody has to give him a wedgie.
Somebody give this guy a wedgie.
Somebody within distance of Elon Musk has to give him a wedgie.
I'm talking all the way up over the head, dog.
It's like my favorite story of when Jeff Bezos, quote unquote, went to space, which he didn't. When Jeff Bezos went to space, I heard that in the locker room, there was a story circulating that like the other astronauts were like, the real astronauts were like clowning on him. And like one of them like knocked that stupid big hat off his head and was like, oh, excuse me. And like apologized for it, but like clearly.
Good. Bully billionaires. Billionaires should be allowed to be and deserve to be bullied.
Yeah.
It's okay to bully a billionaire. That's punching up, baby.
Here's the thing. If you don't want to pay taxes, we should at least, and like, look, and the American government seems to think that you shouldn't pay taxes either. And it's a whole big bunch of collusion. But here's what I think we should try to get past, Saige. What we should try to get through government is for every like 10 million,
yeah, 10 million, yeah.
For every $10 million you're worth, you have to spend 30 minutes in a dunk tank.
Yeah.
In a public dunk tank.
And if it goes over $1 billion, they just drown you.
Now, I don't know that we're going to get that one passed. In my fun thought experiment, that one may be extreme.
No?
I don't know.
I don't know. If it's 10 minutes in a dunk tank, I think they should be consecutive.
But you know that you don't spend all the time in the dunk tank underwater.
I think they should.
Right. That's what
I think they should be underwater for 10 minutes per $10 billion they're worth.
And if you can survive, you get to keep all that money.
Yeah.
Well, Saige, talking about the pain of being wealthy, dovetails very nicely into this lovely story about Netflix and their very cool show, Squid Game, The Challenge.
So cool.
Squid Game, The Challenge, of course, based on the party that John Legend had.
And Chrissy Teigen.
had, which is based on the television series Squid Game, where people who are in desperate need of money fight for their lives, and only one of them gets money, and the rest of them get to die.
They said if Mr. Beast can do it, so can we.
Yeah, they said they're mad that Mr. Beast beat them to it.
Yeah.
Because they've been working on this. This is their reality show. It's a full season of people really competing in a real Squid Game.
Now, you may remember Squid Game, the commentary on class disparity, on how absolutely ridiculous. If they were like, what if we blew this up to a point where even the most smoothest of people could truly understand what it looks like, the way that we treat the poor? What if we really exaggerated this to a point of true ridiculousness that people would never see, so they actually get the point?
Saige, are you familiar with the meme, wow, cool robot?
Yeah.
I feel like the world, this is very wow, cool robot. This is the original meme. It's a Gundam shooting the theme of Gundam, which is war is bad, and a little man saying, wow, cool robot. And this meme is applicable to so many fucking things in the world.
Yeah.
The fact, like, you know, the big one, like one of the big ones in history is the Fight Club. Where the boys watch the Fight Club film and they go, if we started a fight club, we would have abs.
Yeah.
We should start a fighting club.
Yeah.
No, that was not the point of the film.
No, you did miss the whole point.
You
of
did
Fight
miss
Club.
the entire point of the film.
Most people that love Fight Club did miss the point of Fight Club. We know that.
Netflix really went, wow, cool robot.
Netflix did when they made that absurdist idea of class discrepancy a reality. And they were like, no, really, crawl for it, piggies.
Yeah, no, really. It would be really funny if we took some of our billions of dollars that we use to cancel shows and lay people off.
Yeah.
It would be cool if we took some of that money and made you all be the little piggies that crawl and fight for your lives.
Yeah. Well, because of that, they're being sued for
Yeah.
making people crawl for their lives.
Yeah, now it was supposed to be fun. Like, obviously it's tongue in cheek. Like, obviously these people are not in any danger and blah, blah, blah.
Well, it's weird because what they said in response to being sued was it wasn't going to be a walk in the park to win $4.56 million.
Why? Your board gets $4.56 million for like literally making bad things and canceling them.
For literally going for walks in the park.
Yeah, you literally are just chilling.
Yeah.
What is happening here?
They're being sued for contestants' injuries during the show.
That's right. The personal injury firm, the British personal injury firm Express Solicitors, announced on Thanksgiving that it's representing contestants from the show that are seeking compensation for their claims. They're basically saying that from what we've been told, they push the boundaries of safety in the name of entertainment. Production companies need to ensure that the health and safety standards on their shows don't leave people at risk of harm. They suffered injuries such as hypothermia and nerve damage as a result of poor health and safety standards on set. I can already tell what sort of cool, fun challenges that must mean that there are on this show. That must mean that they're doing either the cold water or the ice challenge. Who can stay the longest in an uncomfortable place like that? You know, they're doing all these things that have been proven to be real unsafe. This is not like running a fun little obstacle course on Wipeout.
To respond, it wasn't going to be a walk in the park to win $4.5 million. Sounds like it would be in the show. Like it sounds like it would be in the scripted television show Squid Game.
Yeah, that's something that the little robot girl would say.
Yeah. It's something that like the creepy guys in the suits say. Like, what an unhinged thing to say. Like, well, yeah, you got hurt. You needed money. Dance, piggy.
So media reports previously quoted anonymous contestants about their experiences filming the first episode's red light, green light. Gotta do red light, green light. It's Squid Game. So people gotta get shot. So basically, while the show makes it seem as if the entire contest lasted 5 minutes, the sequence was actually shot over the course of several hours during freezing winter conditions, under 27 degrees Fahrenheit. One contestant was saying it was like a war zone. People were getting carried out by medics, but we couldn't say anything. If you talk, you're out.
And these people need this money. The tension says also consent under duress, in this case, financial strife, ethically is not consent. No, absolutely not. And it goes to the concept of like all labor is under coercion because without it, you will die. Like if you didn't do it and you need money to live. So if you don't do it, you'll die. This is inherently under coercion when people need money to live to not die.
We see this a lot on reality shows and reality game shows throughout history where they purposely mistreat their contestants and cast in order to get quote unquote better reactions from them, to get the drama of the show going, to make it more interesting for the audience. And it's like, hey man, if you've got to hurt people to make your show interesting,
You've got a bad show.
it's a bad show.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what we know this to be, because we've seen Squid Game, is torture to get money to survive. And usually, I mean, in the concept of the like actual television series, Squid Game, the concept was families who are in duress, who are struggling. And now people that are going on this reality TV show might not be in as dire straits, but $4.56 million is an amount of money that coerce people into doing most things, even to their own great detriment and potential lifelong harm.
Yeah, and even if you did not think you were signing up for something like this, even if you thought, I mean, the top level pitch for this show is, no, it's fun and it's tongue in cheek and we know that we can't like blah, blah, blah. Then you show up and you're in the middle of this studio and you're shooting these like 18, 19-hour days. And a lot of times these studios are in the middle of nowhere. You are dependent on the production to get home, to get access to your phone, to get access to food, to anything. You've got to put in at least one day.
Yeah.
And then if you try to walk off, they will tell you that you signed a contract.
Yep.
And because you're in the middle of nowhere and they're like, you signed a contract, you then are scared that like, oh no, can they sue me for leaving this show?
Yeah. Or I've come this far, I need this money.
Yeah.
Or, maybe it'll be worth it if I win. Mm-hmm. It's the actual concept of the show.
Yeah.
People that are like, well, I need this money. Okay. Yeah. People are going to do a lot of things that they shouldn't do that are harmful to them because we are in a state of desperation. Christ.
Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. No good, Netflix. Very bad.
Hey, everybody, as I reminded you on Wednesday this week, do you know what you can do if you go to your settings on Netflix? Cancel your membership. It's right there in your settings. When you go to your membership settings, there's a big button that says cancel my membership. And you can click that and you know what it'll do? It'll cancel your Netflix subscription. Try it.
I want to go back to this. Did they think making $4.656 million would be a walk in the park? Because I want to talk about something about how Netflix spends their money.
Let's do it.
I want to talk about these walks in the park. Now, winning $4.56 million was never going to be a walk in the park, right? Well, let's talk about how the director of 47 Ronin was supposed to be making a Netflix sci-fi series. He was given $55 million, and he apparently blew the budget on stocks and crypto. Mm-hmm. This is Carl Eric Rinch, who was hired by Netflix in 2020 to make a series called, what is this series called? Hold on. Conquest is what it's called. And he apparently spent about $11 million of the show's money just like fucking around and finding out.
What?
Like not even on the, this is not even a wasteful production. This is a dude who took $10.5 million allegedly, put it on stocks, lost 5.9 million, pivoted to crypto, put 4 million into Dogecoin when Elon was pumping Dogecoin, made $27 million, and then proceeded to spend $8.7 million on sports cars and designer goods.
But was like, it doesn't count because I made money from it. So it's like I never took any money at all.
That's right. Somebody else, that's cool. Same amount of money is there.
Into the dunk tank.
Listen, I'm going to take $20 from the till and I'll pay it back after lunch.
Except I didn't need to eat. I needed to invest in Dogecoin and buy sports cars into the dunk tank.
Into the dunk tank with you.
That's 20 underwater for you, champ.
Now, they found this out because Carl Eric Rinch's wife hired a forensic accountant during the course of their divorce proceedings. And the forensic accountant apparently found all of these things, including 1 Ferrari and 5 Rolls Royces. And on the 7th day, he rested. Netflix has not received a single episode of this series. They have not received a rough cut. They have not seen anything from it yet. I think they've seen some dailies. He was supposed to only have $44 million for it, but he requested another $11 million in March of 2020. Now, the way this went down is this was during
Whatever could that be for?
The way this went down is this was during the big streaming buys. Like Apple TV was just launching. All of these things were just launching and coming in big and hot and all this stuff. He had sold the show to Amazon, even though this guy, the only thing he's ever directed was 47 Ronin, which was back in 2013.
Okay.
It was a Keanu Reeves movie. It didn't do super well. It was considered a middling action movie.
Sure.
But remember that before streaming, there were about 200 scripted television shows per year in the United States. And now with streaming, there are over 600 a year.
Whew.
So this guy had a pitch. He had made something before.
Yep.
Everybody was trying to buy it from him. He was about to sign the deal with Amazon, and Netflix called him at home on a Sunday and was like, we will give you way more money than Amazon will give you to make this, and we will give you Final Cut. Final Cut, directors never get. Final Cut basically means you see the show when I'm done with it.
Yeah.
And you can't change it. Creatively, I'm in charge. Very few people in the world get Final Cut.
Netflix doesn't care about the quality. So
Yeah.
Netflix is like, so if he makes it bad, so what?
At that time,
Why would we
Netflix
give
was
a
just
fuck?
like, maybe it's good, maybe it's bad.
In fact, at every time.
We're betting good. This dude heard you get Final Cut and he went, I'm never going to make a TV show. I'm going to spend all this money. Now, the thing that's really wild is that all of this stuff sort of came to light because he's suing Netflix.
For what?
I don't even know, man. He's suing Netflix, saying that they misrepresented the deal, or they like want things from him that he wasn't supposed to
show?
deliver. Yeah, like a show. Like anything that wasn't 5 Rolls Royces. And so by suing Netflix, all of this stuff came out.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny.
This dude really said, I'm gonna mistreat my wife. I don't know what happened in his marriage, but this does not sound like a guy who's at the very least truthful.
No. No, I'd check in on her.
Yeah, his wife is divorcing him and said, I'm not just going to sit down and go through everything. I'm hiring a forensic accountant.
Yes. Get it, girl.
Like she knew. Like
Love
she
her.
knew. She was like, this dude is so shady. Allegedly, I'm hiring a forensic accountant to go through everything. And that forensic accountant found literally 6 hidden cars.
I love the idea that she said, divorcing him is not enough. I need him to go to jail.
Well, this is definitely the kind of...
I love it.
This sounds like the kind of situation where you try to divorce this guy and he goes, so broke, no money.
I love it.
So broke, no money.
I think more women should say that.
What are we doing? I have no money. Sorry, yes, divorce, but there's no money. I can't give you any
Queen.
money.
A queen.
Genuinely.
My queen.
She saw that she saw what was going down. She said, there's money in the banana stand.
Yeah.
Check the banana stand.
Yep. And I love her for that. I don't know this woman. I don't know anything about this woman. But my queen. But yeah. Divorcing him's not enough. I need him to go to prison.
So yeah, that's what's going on with Netflix
My God.
and Elon Musk today. Fucking wild.
Incredible.
I just feel like reality is unraveling around me.
Yeah.
At all times. I truly do. I feel like we're twirling towards infinity.
I love that. I love that that's what's happening. I feel that specifically on a lot of holidays, I think. A lot of holidays end up feeling like we're twirling a little faster towards our definite end. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's a little bad out here, but it is Black Friday.
It is Black
as a
Friday.
reminder. Thanksgiving is a terrible day, a terrible holiday, but I hope that you all enjoyed a day off if you got it.
Yeah.
Maybe family if you like them, if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah. We're not here to kink shame.
Yeah. When you put it like that, in that context, actually, maybe a little.
Yeah.
But you know, I figure we might as well cover a few Black Friday deals.
Yeah. Let's cover some Black Friday deals.
Your sense of identity is 50% off today. And, you know, might be a deal that you want to take advantage of.
Yeah.
While you've got it. You can get 25% off the concept of aging gracefully.
Yeah. Here's a good one that I think the BBs will enjoy. As you know, most recently the PlayStation 5 went up to $559 or $549.
Yeah.
In its retail price.
Steal.
Yeah, $50 over the launch price. This is one of the few times we've seen a console go up in price.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, because for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, PlayStation has decided to raise the price another $50 just for these 2 days.
Yeah.
to $609.99.
You can actually give Sony $100 extra.
Yeah, you can just for these next 2 days, if you really felt like you were missing out on overpaying for a console, you can now get it for $609.99. Get in on that while you can, because starting next Tuesday, it goes back down to its original raised price.
The original $50 more.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Another one that I found is, Amazon has a lot of special deals here.
Yeah. When we pull these up, please, let's just show Anthony's screen when,
not
when
yet,
he's got them.
but not yet.
When he's got them. Okay, he'll tell you.
Yeah, I'll let you know. No, never mind.
That's my bad. What's that?
Never mind.
You're not even going to say it now?
No.
You're just going to show that image and not say anything?
It's fine.
You got to say something now.
It's a weird soup. I had a weird soup joke.
You can get It's Too Early mugs on PixelCircus.store at 100% price. At 100% of the retail price. Never eating again from the chat. If you were interested in love and affection from your mother in the way you see other people do it, that is full price today. In fact, it is 25% more expensive to get on a holiday. Hey, Anthony, where'd you go?
Oh, I'm looking for the next thing.
The secondhand shoes that people smell, not because that people sell because people want to smell their shoes, not because they're good shoes. About 15% off today on eBay. Search gamer girl shoes. They are heavily worn, and that's the appeal. Anthony, you can't just be Googling things.
I'm just doing. I thought you had stuff.
I have nothing written down. I didn't write a single thing down. Every one of these has been just from the inside of my brain in this moment.
I know, but I thought you had that whole thing that you put somewhere.
I was gonna do that after.
Oh.
We're kind of in a different bit, Anthony.
Oh, I thought it was part of the same thing.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
What?
All of the teeth that your dentist has pulled this year are 25% off if you roll up around the back of the building and knock 3 times and say, "Teeth, please."
Is that real?
Yeah. You have to say, "Teeth, please."
That one's real?
Yep, that one's real.
Whoa.
Yeah. Getting a tattoo to feel better about some of your other life choices that are out of your control at this time is full price, but 100% a 2 times benefit today.
GameStop found a bunch of old video nows. They were underneath all the Funko Pops that they couldn't get rid of.
Yeah.
It was stock from 11 years ago. And they will let you go in, and if you can reach your arm down underneath all the Funko Pops, you can have a used video now where the rubberized plastic is melting, and you can watch SpongeBob in black and white. You can get 20 used video nows for $150. They will not let you buy less than that.
Show them a video now. Yeah, there you go. I feel like a lot of BBs are going to be too young to remember video nows.
Too young?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think there's going to be a lot of people that are too young to remember video nows in here.
I think there are also going to be people that are too old to remember video nows.
I had a video now. I loved my video now.
So you're in the Goldilocks zone of the video now jokes.
Yeah. It was for me.
You're welcome.
Black and white and the color.
You had a color video now?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Yeah, fancy. I spent a lot of time in the car.
I thought you said you didn't grow up rich.
I don't remember video now and I'm old. Yeah, so it's possible they're on either side of this.
Yeah. There's a lot of... There's
either side of it.
Yeah.
I'm the target age. If you're not exactly my age, you didn't have a video now. Hits clips, you can get 15% of a song that you like.
Yeah. For full price.
Yeah.
Hit clips were the bad MP3s.
Yeah.
of a certain age of Y2K children.
Yeah.
Hit clips were like going online and trying to download an MP3 and finding out it was only half the MP3.
And then it starts going, DJ Stank.
Yeah. It's like half the song.
Yeah.
And it's like DJ Stank is like, hey, you know what I think about the traffic out there today? And you're just like, oh my God, who is DJ Stank?
DJ Stank, no. DJ Stank, please, no. That's the worst. Or they just do it throughout the song. You got the whole song, but it's for some reason watermarked all over with the DJ call out. Mm-hmm. And you're like, for what? It's not even like they pulled it off the radio or something. They just added that.
My favorite was when you could hear the CD spinning up at the beginning of an MP3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like
so good.
And you're like, ooh, this song is right from the source.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you wanted to, we actually have some visuals for this one. You can get a Polaroid portable DVD player today for only $139.99. That's savings of $30.
That's a good deal, but I'm only going to buy it if Elton John comes on it.
Boy, do I have news for you.
What?
It only plays Elton John.
Whoa.
You can get the exclusively at Best Buy Dream Ticket, the ultimate Elton John 4-disc concert DVD set to play in your portable Polaroid DVD player that is $30 off.
Damn.
To watch Elton John. Unfortunately, on here, it is also advertising the Chappelle Show. Look, if you buy one of these, it's Conca, I think is the brand. 20-inch monitors, 6 for $68.99, saving $31. You know what you can also do on it?
Dude, that's 20 inches. That's a huge TV.
You know what you can also do on that?
What?
Watch Elton John.
Whoa.
For some reason, on every screen in this advertisement is Elton John.
Yeah. Elton John represents value.
You'll need the portable DVD player to play Elton John on that.
Yeah. I want to say, over the holidays, a lot of people are looking for new PCs or new systems.
Yeah.
Costco has a great deal right now, actually. Okay. They sometimes have really good deals on PCs.
Oh, nice.
This one's great. You can get $150 off an HP Pentium 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's got 512 megs of RAM.
Okay.
It's got a 160 gigabyte SATA drive and a dual layer DVD rewritable.
Wow.
And here's what's really crazy about it. Comes with a 17-inch LCD monitor, Saige.
LCD?
That's flat panel, baby.
That's incredible.
It's going to be, listen, $150 off, $1,049.99.
Yeah.
That's a great deal for a Pentium 4. If any of you gamers out there are looking for a new system, check out Costco this weekend.
I actually did find an ad for Video Now.
Is it better or worse?
$20 Video Now personal video player.
Ooh, and they'll just let you buy one. You don't have to buy 20 like at GameStop.
No, you just the one.
Oh, okay.
At Walmart.
No, that's good.
Next to another 2-screen portable DVD player.
Wow.
And a couple of DVDs like You've Got Mail.
Oh, that's a
starring
good
Meg
one.
Ryan.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That one has animated menus, which I think is really important.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like to buy a DVD that doesn't have an animated menu.
No.
Here's listen, if you head to Sears, head to your Sears.
Head to your local Sears.
Head to your local
that's
Sears.
Open and available.
That's right. The closest Sears to you. For $179.99 today on Black Friday. Just for another couple hours. So we're okay if you stop watching the show.
Yeah, if you got to go get this.
You can get a Samsung Hi 8 camcorder.
Whoa.
Now, I personally think Hi 8 is a little better than DV in terms of quality. So you really want to get that Hi 8. You can get that for $179.99, $30 savings, and then you only have to mail in one rebate.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just one rebate. It's great. It's got digital image stabilization. That's the good stabilization, was when it's digital.
Yeah.
And then it does an 880 times digital zoom.
Whoa.
Which is good.
Digital zoom.
Digital. That's how you know it's good, is because it's digital. We are no longer doing analog shit here.
Yeah. We're in the future.
Yeah, 880 times zoom. That's basically, you could see a little man waving on the moon, and he'd be like, good deal. You got a good deal there, bud. It's me
on the moon. If you were to head to Target today, you could find yourself a Memorex CD plus G karaoke machine with a black and white monitor and vocal effects.
Whoa.
Usually $79.99 today, $48.88.
Now, I am going to say this, and I don't want to, that's a good deal for a dedicated karaoke machine, but I am going to say, please remember that your Sega Dreamcast also plays CD plus G.
That's true.
So it can work as a karaoke machine.
That's true, and you probably already have a Sega Dreamcast.
And we've all got a Sega Dreamcast.
They've got a couple of deals on games here at Target as well. I see Dragon Ball Z game and Sims in the City Herbs on sale. So that was Dragon Ball Z3 for PS2 and Sims in the City Herbs for PS2, GameCube, and Xbox for $37.72, regular $49.99.
Wow, Dragon Ball Z, is that Budokai? Which Dragon Ball is that?
That's Z3.
Okay, all right. Anything that didn't have Budokai in the name is probably the good way to go.
Yeah.
Everybody really loves all Dragon Ball games.
Yeah.
Unilaterally. Listen, big deals here. If you're looking to get the just released Xbox 360, great deal right now. You can get the core system right now for $299.99, and it's going to get you a free Xbox Live webcam.
No way.
That's right. So you can see people and they can see you while you're playing online. Because that's, honestly, Saige, that's where it's all heading. Where it's all heading is all of us sharing our faces with strangers online while we're playing video games with them. And it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. While you're there, you may want to pick up a Gears of War strategy guide or a faceplate.
Yeah.
I think this faceplate thing is really going to take off on consoles.
Yeah.
The ability to customize your own console. I think that's going to be huge.
Yeah.
We're all going to have a huge collection of faceplates. And then, of course, you want to
change out with your mood.
That's right. And then, of course, you're going to want to get the intercooler. Which is the aftermarket 3-fan system for your Xbox 360.
Yeah.
That does not actually make it warmer. Don't worry. The airflow is good, actually.
Yeah, blocking the area that's made to ventilate your console is actually really effective if it has little spinnies on it.
That's right. The spinnies are what's going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And that's only $19.99. So go grab that while you can.
I just saw this one pop up. There's some huge deals at Radio Shack today. If you head to your local Radio Shack. Now,
I love Radio Shack.
Again, I do want to be mindful that these are 6 hours only. Okay, so this is from 6 a.m. to 12 o'clock. In our time zone, you've got 2 hours to head to your local Radio Shack. So again, if you need to get out of here and you need to go get these deals, you can get cordless home telephones.
Whoa.
A set of 2 with docking stations.
2?
$20.
With docking stations?
$20. I mean, you can get, after a rebate, the stack of CDR are free for the next 2 hours. You can get a stack of burnable CD-ROMs for putting Bake Off on a CD-ROM so you don't have to have a Netflix subscription.
That's right.
We've also got some really great stereo systems here. Another portable DVD player.
Yeah. Those all the rage right now. Going back to GameStop, huge deals on PS3s today.
Yeah.
And if you can't find a PS3 today, they suggest buying a $600 gift stop game card to cover the cost of the PS3.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Kids will love opening that just as much.
Yeah, it's cool. They'll love opening an IOU for a video game system that will come in 2 months. And of course, all of the huge games that we all love are on sale right now, such as Dark Kingdom and the movie where she's a vampire, that vampire movie where Scott Speedman's there.
Yeah.
She loves it. That's a good movie, and you can buy it for your PS3 because PS3's got no games.
A metal detector. Everybody wants a metal detector.
Oh, my grandpa's been looking for one.
$40.
Wait a minute.
At Radio Shack.
Wait a minute. Saige.
Yeah.
Is that a deal on a Palm Pilot to organize my life?
I believe it is, but it's so blurry I can't tell.
Holy shit.
$69.99 for a Palm Pilot. This is the Palm 1.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's the Palm. Is that the Palm 1 Zyre? Oh, I've been waiting to get my hands on that.
Yeah, it is.
Shit, son.
Yeah, that and a remote control airplane.
I heard that's got a 320 by 240 screen.
I bet it does.
Damn.
This ad's so blurry, I'd never know.
Maybe it's because you're not viewing it on your Palm Zyre.
You're so right.
And it's crystal clear 320 by 240 dot matrix display. Hey, it's time to stock up on PSP games.
Okay.
I think we all know it.
Uh-huh.
I think we all know it. Look, if you buy 50 Cent for PSP, 50 Cent's game Bulletproof for PSP,
Oh, yeah. Bulletproof, of course.
you can get 50 Cent for PS2 or Xbox for free. 50 Cent's Bulletproof fucking slaps. It's not as good as 50 Cent's Blood in the Sand,
Okay.
which hasn't come out yet. It's in the future.
Yeah.
But 50 Cent's Bulletproof
Yeah.
fucking owns. It's all about 50 Cent just traveling through the world, fighting criminals.
Incredible. I had Bulletproof.
Bulletproof is so good.
I had it. Played it.
And while you're playing your PSP, Sage,
Mm-hmm.
please remember that you can give it the theater experience. That's right. Why would you just want to play your portable system
Mm-hmm.
as a portable system? Why use headphones when Sage?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, you could buy this large, weird speaker.
Ooh, it's bigger than the console.
Yeah, because that's the theater experience, baby.
Whoa.
For $20. That's regularly a $40 value, Sage. And be sure to get a 2 gigabyte memory card so you can save literally everything that ever comes out on it. 2
Yeah.
gigabytes.
Yeah.
That's only $40. Regularly 80.
That's a steal.
That's a steal for 2 gigabytes of storage. Please. Honestly, even the 80 is good.
Yeah. For 2 gigs?
For 2 gigs?
Speaking of $80, for
Yeah.
$80 today, with a now brighter backlit screen, you could get yourself a Game Boy Advanced SP at Toys R Us.
Whoa.
You could get your hands on a Game Boy Advanced SP and comes with a full-length Shrek 2 movie video cartridge and the Shrek Game Boy Advance game.
Wow.
For $79.99.
That's huge. That's an ogre-sized deal is what I call
Free
that.
$40 value.
At least. I'd say at least.
$40 value, Shrek 2 GBA video game and GBA video movie for your Game Boy Advanced SP. Get that good click,
Amazing.
that good little crunch when you close it.
Amazing. I'll tell you what. These are insane deals.
These are wild deals. Honestly, I think that actually, we did say It's Too Early was somewhere between 25 and 50% off today.
Oh, that means we have to cut it short. We got to go.
Yeah, because we got to go get these deals.
Listen, we all have to go get these deals.
Yeah, I got to go get myself a Game Boy Advanced SP and The Sims in the City Herbs. So that's what I'll be picking up this Black Friday. Let us know what you're looking for, what you're shopping for, what you found some good deals on. We would love to know what you're picking up and what you think we should.
Catch me at the GameStop fist fighting somebody for this great deal on
Yeah.
a Wii Essential Gold Pack,
Yeah.
blaster and controller, and of course, the hit game Canada Hunt.
Nice.
Which you can see right here.
Yeah, along with the Michael Jackson concert experience there for the Wii.
That's right. Fight me for all of these things,
Okay.
cowards.
All right. Thank you, everybody, very much for joining us for today's show. We are cutting this show short because it's Black Friday. We got to get out there. We've got grandmas to fist fight.
That's
so join us on Monday when I'm sure there will be so much news.
Yeah,
I bet there's going to be so much news.
we're at the big time of the year for news, so be sure to tune in for all the big news.
Big time of year for news.
That's right.
If you're into news, ooh, this show's about to be so fun for the next month. If you're into news, this show is for you. But hey, when you do show up here, we thank you so much. We're glad that you're here. There's lots of ways that you can support the show. Our Patreon is the same price it always is. But you can check it out at patreon.com/PixelCircus. You can get 15% off if you subscribe for a year. Not just today, but always.
Because every day is like Black Friday to us,
Yeah.
and our hearts are as dark as 1,000 midnights.
Yeah.
But do remember that you can also just support the show by showing up like you did. We really appreciate you coming out and watching. It
Yeah.
means the world to us. You can also join the Discord, hang out with some other BBs. It's free. That's free real estate, baby.
It's free and it's cool and it's good and everyone's nice there.
Yeah, you can check out the show on YouTube or on Spotify as a podcast. When it's over, share the show with a friend. All of that stuff is wonderful, and we appreciate it.
Now, though the show is 15 to 50% off today, Patreon still gets a 100% bonus clip because it's Friday.
It's Friday, baby.
So do check that out if you're into that sort of thing. We're going to go through and we're going to thank everybody that supported us directly here on Twitch during the show today. But first, Anthony, where you at? What's up?
I'm right here.
What's going on?
I'm right here, bud. Don't worry.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm right here.
Okay, now we can just do it.
Yeah.
What else?
You can find me everywhere on the internet at Carboni, except for here on Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. Today, I believe I'm taking a break from the Goaty madness.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to play Boku no Natsuyasumi, which
Okay.
is the recently fan-translated game about a little guy who's on summer vacation collecting bugs and rocks and stuff.
Love a little guy.
It's just a little guy, and it's a game that I've been waiting to play for like 20 years, and it was never translated. So we're going to play it
Amazing.
tonight.
How
What do you-
lovely.
What do you do?
You can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Saige. I stream on my channel Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. The next time I'll be live is tomorrow, and I do little nostalgia Saturdays, playing the games of your childhood. Hey, Josh,
Yeah.
what's a good deal on? Where could they find a good deal on Josh?
Yeah, where's the
A
best
good deal on
Josh deals?
Spider Josh. Spider with Y_Josh. Everything is 600% off today. So
Whoa.
don't buy it. I need it. Don't take it.
They're paying you to take it at this point.
Whoa.
On the Twitter at Spider_Josh or something.